What's up everybody, I'm Logan from Sleepopolis, and today I'll be reviewing the DreamCloud mattress. Now during the video, I'm going to tell you what the bed feels like, what it's made of, run some tests, and compare it against the Saatva and Nectar mattresses. I'll even give you my pros and cons. Now in the full review over on sleepopolis.com, you're going to find up-to-date pricing information and the latest available coupons, so I really do recommend you head over to the website. You'll find the review under the mattress reviews drop down at the top of the screen. But for right now, let's jump in and talk about what the DreamCloud feels like. Now when sleeping on the DreamCloud mattress, I found that the support or firmness level of the mattress came in right in that medium range. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10 on the firmness scale. It's a really nice balance of support and comfort. We'll talk about the materials a little bit later on in the review, but it is a pillow top build, so there's gonna be nice softer foams on top that you can sink into for some nice pressure relief, but there's good mobility and support from the pocketed coils support level below. Now when lying on my back, my weight's evenly distributed, I do feel myself sinking into the mattress just a little bit, but I do really like it for back sleepers. I think that the pocketed coils do a nice job of keeping my hips from sinking too far into the mattress in this position for some really nice spinal alignment. You will sink into that pillow top just a little bit, so you're not gonna feel really on top of the mattress so much, but you're still able to move around, change positions really easily. Now that pillow top build is really nice for the side sleepers. Side sleepers tend to need a softer mattress so that they can sink in a little bit, don't get jammed up the shoulders, the hips. We'll take a closer look at pressure later on in the review, but I do really like the pillow top build of the DreamCloud for side sleepers. So if you're someone who rolls from your back to your side, I think you're really gonna like this mattress. Now rolling onto my stomach, I think if you're gonna spend just a little portion of the night on your stomach, you're gonna be okay here. There's that medium support level to it. If you are a really strict stomach sleeper, someone who needs a lot of support to keep your hips from sinking into the mattress in that position, you're probably gonna wanna find something with a little bit firmer feel to it. Now to give you a better idea of what's going on with the DreamCloud, I've cut open the back of it so you can see the materials used in the layers of it. Now I'm gonna talk about the cover first. It's a polyester material, it's pretty thin, but the interesting thing about it is actually that it's quilted with a bit of memory foam. You can see that it's got that puffy look to it. It's gonna give you some nice contouring comfort right off the bat. You're gonna sink into that really easily. Now below that and the rest of the pillow top of the mattress, we have a transition layer of polyfoam. You can see that quicker response to pressure. It's a bit firmer than the foam that's quilted into the cover of the mattress. So it's going to start to give you some kind of transitional support as you move further into the mattress. Overall, you are going to sink into this portion of the mattress. That's where the pressure relief of the DreamCloud comes from. Now below that, we have the support layer of the mattress. You can see these pocketed coils, gives you some nice bounce to it. Now they are individually wrapped, which means they move a little bit more independently than the traditional inner spring mattress you might be used to. That's going to really help with isolating motion transfer. One of the reasons I like this mattress for couples. Now below that, there is a layer of high density polyfoam that doesn't really do anything for the feel of it, just kind of gives the coils something to press off of. Now, instead of just taking my word on the feel of the DreamCloud mattress, I like to run a few tests so you get a more objective look at what's going on with this bed. The first test that I run on every mattress is the pressure map test, and basically I just put a pressure map down on top of it, lie down in a few positions, and you'll see the results next to me ranging from blue for low pressure to red for high pressure. Now my back, weight's evenly distributed again, and you can see that it is blue across the board. That's pretty much what I was expecting from these softer foams in the pillow top of the DreamCloud. It is nice to just see that kind of bear out here. Now the interesting thing comes in when I move onto my side. With a firmer mattress, we'll often see the shoulders or the hips spike into the yellow or even red ranges for high pressure. Here you do see it go a little bit into the green range at the shoulders, but that's still in the acceptable range in my opinion. I was really impressed with the results of the pressure map test on the DreamCloud here. So again, I do really like this mattress for back and side sleepers. Now rolling onto my stomach, you'll see it's blue, but that doesn't really tell the whole story. I could feel my hips sinking in the mattress a little bit, which is probably fine for a portion of the night if you do spend, like 10% of your night on your stomach, something like that. But over time, I think it is just a little bit too soft for these strict stomach sleepers. You might end up waking up with aches and pains in your lower back. Now another test that I like to run is a bounce test, and basically that's to check to see how much mobility this mattress is going to give you. And like I said, there are softer foams on top, some memory foam in that pillow top build, so it's not the quickest response to pressure there. You're not going to feel fully on top of the DreamCloud. You will sink into that just a little bit, but I thought that the pocketed coils below definitely did a good job of allowing me to change positions throughout the night, so I didn't feel stuck in the DreamCloud in any sense or anything like that, but you will sink in just a little bit. Now, hand in hand with the bounce test of the mattress is a motion transfer test. Basically, if you share your bed with a partner, are you going to feel it when they're kind of rolling around in the middle of the night, getting into and out of bed? Now to test that, I use a seismometer and I put it where you might be sleeping, and on the other side of the bed where your partner might be sleeping, I drop a 10-pound steel ball from heights of 4, 8, and 12 inches. And that seismometer tracks how much disturbance is transferred across the bed with each of those drops. Now, I was really impressed with the results of the motion transfer tests here on the DreamCloud. There's really not a lot of motion transferred across the bed. I thought that the pillow top did a really great job of kind of tamping down on how much disturbance is transferred across the bed, even for a mattress that provides as much mobility as the DreamCloud does. And it goes hand in hand with the impressive edge support. Now, the edge support means you're going to be able to sleep all the way to the end of the bed, makes the bed feel a little bit bigger. So between the motion transfer and the edge support of this mattress, I think it's a great choice for couples. Now, if you're checking out the review of the DreamCloud, you may be wondering how it stacks up to some of its biggest competitors, so I want to give you a little bit of information on them here. First up is the Saatva mattress. Now, the Saatva comes in 3 different firmness levels. I found that the luxury firm version of the Saatva is closest in feel to the DreamCloud here. It's got a really nice coil-on-coil structure, provides a lot of mobility. You'll feel more on top of the mattress than in it. I was also really impressed with the Saatva's edge support. Now, the main difference between the DreamCloud and the Saatva mattress is that the DreamCloud is a bed-in-a-box hybrid mattress, but the Saatva is a traditional inner spring. It does not come out of a box. So if you're someone who's not interested in buying a mattress in a box, you want that traditional feel to the mattress, that's where the Saatva really comes in handy. Next up is the DreamCloud versus Nectar mattress. Now, Nectar is an all-foam bed-in-a-box mattress, and it uses a really thick layer of memory foam on top for comfort. Now, that means you're going to be able to sink really deep into its layers for some really great pressure relief at the shoulders and the hips. That's why I really like it for the side sleepers out there. Now, one major difference between the Nectar and the DreamCloud is that the DreamCloud is a hybrid, so it's got those pocketed coils, whereas the Nectar is an all-foam mattress, so it doesn't really have as much bounce or mobility as the DreamCloud does. One advantage that the Nectar does have over the DreamCloud is that it comes in at a lower price. It's a really affordable mattress. Now, that's just a little bit of information on the Saatva and Nectar mattresses, but if you want the full reviews of either of them, you can check them out on sleepopolis.com. Now, before I end the video, I do want to give you my pros and cons for the DreamCloud mattress. First up, reasons I would recommend it to you include if you are a back sleeper. I felt really well supported in that position. While you will sink into the pillow top a little bit, I still think it did a great job. Keep my hips and shoulders in alignment for some really great spinal alignment there that's going to help you avoid back pain in that position. Now, I also really like it for the side sleepers. I found that the soft foams in the pillow top allowed me to sink in enough for some great pressure relief. We saw a really great result on the pressure mat portion of the review, and I didn't feel any buildup there at the shoulders or the hips. And I gotta say, I also really like it for the couples out there. Again, I thought I did a great job on the motion isolation portion of the review. I was impressed with the edge support of the mattress, so you're gonna be able to sleep all the way to the end of the bed, makes the bed feel that much bigger. Now, some reasons I would say it's not for you, or some of my complaints with the DreamCloud mattress. If I'm nitpicking a little bit, I do think it sleeps just a little bit hot. So if you're someone that is worried about sleeping hot throughout the night, you may want to get some cooling sheets or find a mattress with some different materials that don't trap body heat in the same way. And I also think if you are the strictest of stomach sleepers, it is just a little bit too soft for you. You're going to want to find a firmer mattress. Now, if you are interested in purchasing a DreamCloud mattress, I want to give you some of their company policies. First up, there is a 365-night trial period, so you can have it in your home for up to a year, deciding whether you want to keep it or send it back. Shipping and returns are free. It will arrive compressed in a box, so you're going to let it decompress probably overnight so you get the full support and feel of the mattress before you actually sleep on it. And finally, there is a lifetime warranty. Now, you're going to want to check out exactly what that covers on their website, but that is significantly longer than the average 10-year warranty we usually see for online bed-in-a-box mattresses. Now, DreamCloud is one of the more popular mattress brands online, so we get a lot of questions from our readers about this mattress in particular. So I want to touch on a few of the most frequently asked questions here. The first up is the DreamCloud mattress good for side sleepers? And I touched on that earlier, but I do want to reiterate that I think it's a really good mattress for the side sleepers out there. I think that the soft foams in the pillow top of the mattress do a really great job of allowing you to sink in so you don't feel pressure build up at the shoulders or the hips. And I was really impressed with the results of the pressure map test when I was lying on my side. Second up, do you need a box spring with the DreamCloud mattress? And the answer is no. The DreamCloud is designed to work on a slatted bed frame. Next, how long does the DreamCloud mattress last? And like I said, it does have a lifetime warranty, but I would say that normally the online bed-in-a-box mattresses will last anywhere in that 7 to 10 year range. You're probably gonna wanna change out your mattress in about that span anyways. And finally, people want to know, how long does the DreamCloud mattress take to expand? Now, with any bed-in-a-box mattress, I recommend you give it at least a few hours or even the night before you actually sleep on it, but it will change firmness as it expands more and more over 2 to 3 days. So that's it for my review of the DreamCloud. If there's anything I didn't cover, just leave a comment below. Again, if you want the full review, up-to-date pricing information, and the latest coupon, go check out the full review at sleepopolis.com. Also be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any of our sleep news or giveaway announcements, and head to Sleepopolis for all of your sleep needs.